All right, folks, what I have here is a really, really nice, inexpensive car. This is a 2000 Nissan Maxima. I've always had a soft spot for these cars because about 30 years ago, when I first got into this car business selling new cars, Nissan was the first brand I sold, and I always, since then, have loved the Maxima. This particular car, though, is just in really good shape, and you'll see. I'll give you the good, the bad, and the ugly. There's only one thing I really truly hate about this car, and it's this right here. Not the remote, not the key. This car has an aftermarket alarm. I hate that. I have locked the keys in this car at least 3 times already, because if you leave the keys in the car, it will lock itself. I recommend, if you don't live near the city, ditch the alarm. Anyway, but other than that, great car. I've driven it probably, geez, I don't know, let me take a look here. We'll start her up. And, oh yeah, let me tell you the mileage is, what do we got? 147,138, which for a 2000 model year is quite low, especially for a Nissan. And I think I've driven it 691 miles, because I usually reset the odometer. So I put some mileage on this baby, and she runs good. It's a little creaky, you know, of course, like all older cars are, but really, as far as like a jump in and drive car, this is a good one. And I will show you, of course, you know, when we get outside, the only thing wrong with it, which is the front end. I'll show you. And what I mean by is little damage, not like mechanical. All right, power windows, of course. This is a GL, I forget which actual model this is. All right. All right, let's see. There we go. Got to turn the switch. That's the right front window. Right rear window does not appear to be operating. All right, left rear window operates just fine. Well, it goes down fine. I know it goes up. All right, here's your driver. Up and down, automatic. I'll close that window with the switch in the back, so obviously it's got a switch. Power mirrors. There's your left one, no problem. Right one, no problem. Horn, that works. Wipers, I know they work because it's been raining a lot lately, and I've driven this car in the rain. Looks like it's got an AM/FM cassette and CD, and radio works. No CDs in it, can't check that. The automatic climate control does work. I've used it. The cruise control does work. I've used it. 4-speed automatic. This is a nice, quick little car too. It's got the same engine. Back then, when they made it, it had the exact same engine as the 300ZX. You know, the little sports car. In fact, an automatic Maxima versus an automatic Nissan 300ZX, the Maxima was actually faster. In 1988, that is. All right. As you can see, leather interior, which is in very nice shape. The only wear, really, is right here where you put your arm. Other than that, the seats seem to be in very good shape. The carpets look to be very nice and clean. Yeah, it seems to be a pretty decent car. Actually, I got to be very careful with this car. In fact, I'm going to roll this window down because even though it's running, it may lock itself. I'm not sure, and I'm not going to take the chance. Ugh, yeah, I really don't like those aftermarket alarms. All right, here's your front driver's floor, and as you can see, that's in terrific shape. Here's your driver's seat. A little wear and tear right there. No big deal. Very comfortable. Like I said, I put some mileage on it. Power seat. Does work. Forwards, backwards, up, down, and of course the seat back itself does work. Let's see. Oh, here, let me close this window up. There we go. No problem. See, the power window works. It's just, I'm going to guess probably even the other side will check it. It might just be this gang switch here you might have to replace, but again, that's a minor consideration. All right, let's check the tires. Now I'm going to do something different for you guys. I got this gizmo here. And what this does is you take it and you stick it in here, and it'll tell you exactly how much tread is on here. So this car has probably, yeah, let's see, 30 seconds. It's got 30 seconds. Oops, sorry, there you go. 30 seconds of tread on the left front. Left rear has, quite a bit more. The left rear has 30 seconds. Oops, I keep getting out of the picture. 30 seconds of tread left. And we'll come around to this side and we'll do the right rear. That one has, let's see here. That one also has, sorry, 30 seconds of tread. Or actually, yeah, 30 seconds of tread. And the front, it looks like the other side. Let's see. Pull this out into the view. And it's got, where is 30 seconds? There we go. That one's got about 630 seconds of tread left. So here's the moral of the story. Switch the rear tires with the front. The rear tires are better. Okay, let's do the body. Right front fender, no scratches, no dents, no dings, no rust. Right front door, I see one minor ding on it. No dents, no scratches really. Well, a couple little ones there. No rust. Okay. Here's your, of course, the driver or passenger area. As you can see, oh look, this even has a power seat on this side. Let's check it. Here you go, forwards, backwards, no problem, beautiful. All right, let's check the headliner out. There you go. All right, and you can see this is just a nice, clean car. Here's your door jamb. And let's check the door frame. And I do this specifically, especially for when you get down to this area. Because down here is if a car is gonna rust, this is where it's gonna happen, especially on the import cars. But as you can see, clean as a whistle. Let's go to this door. All right, let's check it out first. One tiny little ding, no scratches, no dents, and doesn't look like any rust. See, there you go, I told you. Yep, there, the window works fine. It's just that switch up there. Okay, good, so that's, if you have somebody in the back, now you know they can at least use the window. All right, there's your door frame. Door jamb, excuse me, here's your door frame. Coming around, down the bottom, and bingo, there you go. Nice and clean, as I suspected. These cars always seem to go one way or the other. Either they're gonna be rusty and an issue, or clean, and this one's clean. Look at this back seat though. Boy, doesn't that look nice? It's got the kid tethers, you know, the anchors for the kid seats and everything. It is, of course, a split fold down seat. Beautiful, just a beautiful little car. There's a little wear right there on the driver's seat, but that's it. Okay. Oh, let's see, the roof on this side, that looks very clean. No scratches, no dings, no dents. Right rear quarter panel, two little scratches. No dings, no dents. And you can see, looking up the side, how nice she is. And even around the back, and this is always a big, huge indicator for me. This car, I believe I might have gotten this one from Pennsylvania, because usually the ones I get in Jersey, the bumpers are beat to death. But as you can see, there's hardly any scratches or any nicks on the bumper of this car. It is just so nice. Here's the jamb. And I'll show you another spot where typically, especially again on the imports, a lot of rust builds up. Oop, back up here so it focuses. Is right in here. But as again, this is very clean. Look at the size of this trunk. That is really pretty large for, you know, a mid-sized car. Split fold down seat. And let's see, what's the situation here? Looks like we've got a brand new, well, maybe not brand new, but it's got a spare and there's some tools there. Not sure of the jack. All right, that's that. All right, let's close her up. Oh, I'm sorry, I said GLS. This is a GLE model, whatever that means. It's got a spoiler on it. And yeah, the spoiler's got a couple little, you know, a little bit of clear coat coming off and that, but that's about it. I dried this car off because we've been getting a lot of snow and rain lately. But the rest of the trunk looks very clean. Roof on this side looks very nice. And let's see, this is your left rear quarter panel. And as you can see, just one scrape there. Other than that, no dents, no dings, no rust. All right, left rear door. Here's your door jamb. There you go. There's the floor on this side, and as you can see how nice this car is. I guess I got excited just because I like these Nissans and I don't get many of them. Ah, and look at this. And this is just a particularly nice one. Look at that. Nothing, no rust, not a problem there at all. And let's see, the door itself, no dings, no rust. Two little marks on it. Not bad at all. Overall, I'm telling you, step back 10 feet from this car. It's a beautiful car. It really does look nice, except for the one spot I'm about to show you. All right, here we go. And this is the driver's door. There's your jamb. I've already showed you the interior. Let's do the door itself. And again, clean as a whistle. And what I mean by clean is no rust. Okay, let's close that up. The door itself looks like one little teeny mark there. Again, no dents, no dings, no scratches, nothing. All right, the mirrors are in nice shape. The glazing is all good. You know, no cracks in the windshield. Left front fender. You know, one little spot maybe right down there, that could be dirt. Okay, now folks, here's the thing. The only thing wrong with this car, and it's gonna be an easy fix, is this. You can see somebody hit something low. What you can do is just get a new bumper cover if you want to. Or you can just drive it the way it is. That's up to you. I'm going to be selling the car cheap enough that you'll be able to afford to get it fixed, but you don't have to. And here, I'll let you get a little better look at it. The car goes down the road nice and straight, so it didn't do anything to the car itself, but as you can see, it does have that issue. Here's underneath. But the good news for you guys is this. Because of that damage, obviously I bought the car a little cheaper. I will pass the savings on to you. All right, let's look under the hood. And again, another spot for rust is usually right in this lip here. And this one is, of course, very clean. Even the struts work and are in good shape. All right, this is the Nissan 3-liter engine, V6 of course. And now I'm gonna rev this baby up for you so you can hear how nice it is. And here we go. How about that? You don't need to be a mechanic to know that is a nice sounding engine. There's no high rev knock, there's no valve train noise, no taps, no ticks, no issues with this motor that I've been able to discover anyway so far. And it runs fantastic. Now let's close the hood and you can look at the hood. And here, if I stand back, and like I said, you know, from 10 feet away, especially from a certain angle, that looks like a brand new car. It's beautiful. But it does have that ugly little bit up front. But again, that's a good cost-saving thing for you. All right, folks, now the next thing we got to do is we're going to take it for a ride and see how she runs. All right, everybody, we're going to take her for a ride. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to start it up again for you. And it's kind of important, this. Whether you buy a car from me or not, this is a good tip. You always want to see how the car starts when it's cold, like we just did before. It was ice cold. And when it's warmed up, which it is now because I've been letting it idle for the last few minutes. Because certain cars react different ways depending on whether they start warm or cold. So you always would like to see both. So here we go. We'll start her up. And as you can see, no issues. The temperature's up and we're good to go. All right, and let's go. Put her in drive. We'll turn the heat down a little bit so the fan goes down. Love automatic climate control. Works fantastic. It does have adjustable wheel, as you can see right there. All right, we'll go take this baby for a spin. As soon as the traffic goes by, we'll go for a little ride. Love this car. Like I said, the only thing I would do personally is get rid of the alarm. It's got a factory alarm. That's what kills me. People put these extra alarms in. For what reason? I'll tell you, like I said, this is a quick little car, too. And boom, there, we're at 50 miles an hour already. I just shifted through all the gears, nice and easy. It's an electronic overdrive, so it's a 4-speed. I don't know if this is, it's been a long time since I've had a Maxima. I do hear the exhaust sounds a little on the loud side. I don't know if I'm correct in saying that or not. It didn't sound too loud outside, but just noticing it. But I'd like to explain every little thing I can that I think you can't hear on the video, because it wouldn't be fair, you know, to not tell you about something like that. All right, we're going to turn around. Oh, here, hands off the wheel. As you can see, we're going nice and straight. So there's no problem with the front end, no problem with the alignment. And of course, now there's a huge line of traffic. I don't know why I do this at supposed rush hour we got around here, which isn't really a rush hour. Let's see, what else can I tell you about? Gonna have a pretty good turning radius. Here we go. Handles very nicely. I mean, it's not a sports car, of course, but it does for a sedan. It handles nice. It's a sports sedan. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna take off and get out on the road and really put the pedal down. Just to show you very quickly, up to 60 miles an hour, no problems. All right, next thing I'm gonna do, I gotta slow down a little bit. I don't wanna get a speeding ticket. Is a brake test, and all that's going to consist of is I'm going to pull into this vacant lot across the street from my place. I know where there's some loose gravel. I'm going to pull up to it, let go of the steering wheel, and slam on the brakes. What I'd like you to do is keep your eye on the steering wheel, and you'll understand after I do this why I recommend that. All right, and we'll do that in just a minute. Like I said, yeah, even it's just a nice car. I mean, for a 14-year-old car, I don't think you're going to get any better than this, quite frankly. All right, let me pull into this lot. Here we go. I'll slow down a little bit. And where's that gravel? It's right over here. Now, hands off the wheel and... Okay, something you probably couldn't hear on the video, but if you'll have noticed, the steering wheel went like that. It's supposed to. That's a very good thing. That very simply means that this car has operating anti-lock brakes, which in my opinion is probably one of the best safety features they ever came up with. I like anti-lock brakes better than airbags. Having them both is great, but I prefer that. So this would be a great car for the new driver. Dual airbags, front wheel drive, anti-lock brakes. It's got a decent amount of metal around them. I'm telling you, this would be a very good car. And kids also like the Maxima. So it's not like, you know, you'd bring this home and it's not like it's a Ford Focus or something. The kid would be like, oh, I don't like that car, Dad or Mom. You know, this is actually a really nice car. All right, let's do a recap. This is a 2000 Nissan Maxima. Now, just pardon my fingers here. Take the camera off the tripod. It's got 147, now 139 miles on it. Mechanically, seems to be really good. I haven't noticed anything to it. I don't think I had to do any major work to this car. It's very clean on the inside. The body is very clean on the outside, except for that one spot in the front I showed you about. And now we're going to take another walk around. And like I said, ditch the alarm system because that's just a pain in the butt. If you want, that's up to you. You know, if you remember to take the keys out of the car, you'll never have a problem. My problem is I always leave keys in cars, and that's where it is. But look at how nice this car looks. The paint's in great shape. And it's, you know, kind of a sporty looking sedan. For some reason, kids nowadays like the four-door. I mean, you know, back in my day, in the early 80s, I wanted nothing to do with a four-door. I wanted a two-door. But for some reason, kids these days really like the four-door sedans. So there you have it, folks. This is going to be a very reasonably priced, ultra reliable, nice, comfortable car for very little money. And as I always do, I hope this goes to a good home. Thanks.